Hey you guys, and welcome back to another video. Happy October. I know this is a busy month for a lot of you people because October 1 marked the Great Winter Arc. I know a lot of people are participating in that, and I'm also getting my feet wet in the Great Winter Arc. If you don't know what that is, I will be actually doing a separate video about that because like I said, I am participating. Is the last 3 months of the year where you just lock in. I know a lot of people are doing the 75 hard for the Great Winter Arc, and some are just doing the full 3 months. Right, so I know a lot of people are participating in it. I am going to make a separate video about that and what I am specifically doing during these next few months. But for right now, we are getting into all things self-care and just giving back to ourselves. I'm going to be sharing some things that specifically I do and just some things that may help that you may want to implement in your day-to-day self-care routines. So come on, step in. It'll be specifically 7 to 8 things that I'm going to go over. So come on, get your wine, get your popcorn, whatever you need to do. Stay for a while and let's get into it. Y'all, so the feeling of being overwhelmed, I know we all go through it. It's a heavy one. It's just feeling like you're in this race and you just can't seem to see the finish line. We've all been there. And I know a lot of times we feel like being a productive, successful person that we always sacrifice our own well being. And that may be the case sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Because you're so headstrong focused on being focused, getting whatever done you need to get done, and you don't really set a time for self care. So instead, I personally started building a system that works for me, and I also want to show this system that I feel like also you guys can use to support yourself, one little piece at a time. So I broke it down into a key areas in life. So stick around because the seventh one is a category most people completely ignore when they think about self-care, but it's an absolute game changer for daily anxiety. So let's go ahead and let's start with the foundation: physical self-care, taking care of our body. Okay, for the longest time, I thought this meant, long gym sessions, abstaining all these healthy diets. Specifically with me, I just always feel tired. Mind you, I did just have a baby a year ago, so I'm still in that like having to get up several times out of the night to, tend to my child. So, I'm always feeling tired and sluggish, body's aching, I'm chugging down caffeine, just to feel awake throughout the day. So solution to that is the first tiny habit: hydration. When you get up in the morning, drink your glass of water. Simple as that. If you the type of person that like infused type of waters, get you some lemons, get you some cucumbers, set it overnight so you can drink it first thing in the morning. Hydration. Your body needs water. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? Your body needs water. The moment you wake up, feet hit the floor, get you some water. Okay, it's a tiny habit. Um, and it's simple. You know what I'm saying? It's free. Take much to abstain and get in the habit of drinking water that when you first wake up. And what I also would include with the physical self care is just going for a walk. However long you can do that, whether it's 10 minutes, 15 minutes, a 30-minute walk, hour walk, depending on where you live, you know what I'm saying? Get up and walk, move your body, you know what I'm saying? Or if it's like a 30 minutes house workout, you know what I'm saying? Because I do those too. I went and bought me a yoga mat, got it from Ross for like $8. So I do home workouts now, because I can't always make it to the gym, you know what I'm saying? Or I sometimes I don't want to work at the gym for the day. So just getting up and moving your body, you understand what I'm saying? And I know walking for me, it clears my mind, you know what I'm saying? I'm just more focused on what's around me, nature, just enjoying what's in front of me at the moment. Number two, which will be environmental self-care. And I know you're probably like, environmental self-care. So what's I specifically mean when I'm talking about environmental self-care is your space around you. When your desk is buried under papers. I heard the saying, when my house is cluttered, my mind is cluttered. You know what I'm saying? And I second that because when my space is looking crazy, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I can't think, I can't process stuff. Like, oh my gosh, why is this there? Why is that? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like when your space is clear, your mind is calm. You understand what I'm saying? So a solution of that is in not like a massive like cleaning Clorox and all this stuff just to declutter your space. It could be a 1 minute reset. It could be you set a 30-minute timer and just clean up a specific area. I know for me, growing up, Saturdays was our cleanup day. Honey, you hear the music, huh, get up, let's go. You know what I'm saying? And I've implemented that in my adult life. Not to say that I don't clean up during the week, but I'm saying when I really just the whole house, every room I'm like digging into. So yes, set you a timer, however much that is, and just declutter the space you're in, tidy up the space you're in. You understand what I'm saying? To clear your mind, to have that calmness. You understand what I'm saying? Because your space can definitely be a reflection of, you know, the clarity of your mind. So it's simple as that. You know what I'm saying? As simple as that. Nothing too big. Um, just getting your environment around you better, cleaner, organized. Let's get right into number 3, which is mental self-care. Um, for men and women, it's very important. I know men definitely get pushed to the side when it comes to this, but men are struggling too. This is a very important topic, and specifically, with me, my brain just feels like it has so many tabs open, and I'm just like just stuck in my own head. You understand what I'm saying? I can be in a room full of people and it's just like I'm sitting there and I'm looking, but my mind mentally I'm not aware of, you know what I'm saying, what's happening around me. So my solution was that just nothing too complicated, just like a 5-minute brain dump. And that can be something physical as far as getting a journal, starting your day with setting intentions, affirmations, or at nighttime when you want to go through what you went through throughout the day and you're going to set intentions for the next day, what you want to achieve, what day you want to have. You understand what I'm saying? Or therapy. I've done therapy, it's worked good for me. If you're more of a talkative person and you want to get it out, as simple as those two options. You know what I'm saying? I would specifically start with a journal because getting it down and seeing it can be a way of release. It can just be as simple as what you're grateful for that day. Whatever is whatever those tabs are, write them down. You understand what I'm saying? Get them out some way. If you have a best friend, whoever you talk to, you understand what I'm saying? Get it out. It's just a tiny practice that can quiet the noise in your mind. Simple as that. Mental health is very, very important. So pick up one of those small habits, whatever you need to do to get what is clouding your mind out so you can move on. Number 4 is emotional self-care. This is huge because specifically with that, I know, are you a people pleaser? You know what I'm saying? Are you one not willing to say no? No is a complete sentence. It's a complete sentence. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to say, you know what, let me check my calendar. Or I'll get back with you. Simple as that. You don't have to jump when somebody asks you to, because at the end of the day, you have a life too. You have stuff going on too. You understand what I'm saying? And that other individual needs to understand that. The result of feeling like you're saying yes to somebody all the time can lead to resentment. No, I'll get back to you. You have to take care of your emotional well-being also. You understand what I'm saying? You can't just be on a go for everybody else and then you forget about yourself, because then it's like, who's going to take care of you? You understand what I'm saying? You have to be willing to take care of yourself first so you can take care of other people. I was just telling my friend a couple of weeks ago, yeah, I text her back, no. Yep. And she was laughing, but I was so serious because I'm just like, yeah, it was a complete sentence, N-O, period. Sometimes you just got to be that with people and show them like, hey, Do not take my kindness for weakness. That's another story. But yeah, no is a complete sentence. Be okay with saying, hey, let me check, or I'll get back to you, or I might got something going on, but I'll keep you in mind. Da 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 da. All right, you guys. So we are halfway through with our self-care points. We are halfway through. So drop down below what has resonated with you, or what are you struggling with, whether it's mental health, emotional, physical. Let me know down in the comments. Let's just see what we all need to just work on some more. Or hey, you can give some tips to some other people that you see that comments. Let's get into number 5, guys. And number 5 is professional self-care. You're probably like, professional self-care, huh? Basically, when you cannot divide your personal and or professional and personal work, your life, you know what I'm saying, you don't have that work life balance, you understand what I'm saying, you're checking emails before bed, you're working on the weekends, like you're always on, like your own light is always green. You have to set clear, firm boundaries around your workday. That's just, you set clear, firm boundaries. Specifically, I want to talk about what is called a shutdown ritual. And what that is just taking 5 minutes at the end of your day and just doing like a to-do list. A to-do list for the next day. Basically, it's you throwing it out of your head, so it's not something that you're always thinking about. You're not, you know what I'm saying, you're dividing that work and personal. You're at home now. Leave work where it is, job what you got to do, and get to it the next morning. Down, so you're not worrying about it all evening. You at home now, honey. Focus on what you got at the house. So yeah, physically close up your laptop. If you're a work from home person, or if you're the one that brings work home because you're like, oh, I gotta get this done, it's the deadline, da 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 da. Yeah, jot that down, what you got to do, boom, and you can tackle it in the morning. You're at home now, honey. Relax. That job will be there in the morning, I promise you. Is you just have to find a way to, you know, set a time, a boundary, a point in your day where you're like, okay, this is where I'm stopping at. Let me write down what I didn't get accomplished, and we're going to tackle it the next day. I'm at home now, it's time to relax, kick your feet, cook a dinner, drink some wine. You understand what I'm saying? Because you probably won't be able to get through all these tasks that you're trying to do tomorrow because you're so overwhelmed and you're overworked. Okay? It's okay, honey. It'll be there tomorrow. All right, so next, number 6, we're getting into social self-care. Social self-care. And this is really big. This can be one of the fun ones also, because it also can feel where you're the most burnt out if you're not a extroverted type of person. I'm more introverted. I can be very extroverted around my people, if you know what I'm saying. Like, my true homegirl is my best friend, you know what I'm saying? So I know a lot of people, they're like, oh, I gotta cut out my social life because I'm trying to get here, I'm trying to get there, I'm trying to get to the top, I'm trying to make millions, da 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 da. But you're just gonna feel isolated and alone. But you need that social outings to buffer against stress. You know what I'm saying? It has to be, you have to have some type of fun, honey. It's just a balance that you need, not to feel so overwhelmed and alone. So it's just redefining what socializing means to you. So it doesn't have to be 2 hour. It doesn't have to be a 2 hour dinner. Focus on micro connections, you guys. It can be as simple as sending a voice note to your friend, a text to your friend, scheduling a 15-minute Zoom, a talk, whatever, to instead of using like a whole evening to catch up. Like, not the quantity of time, but the quality of it. You're maintaining your support system is about the quality of it, not the quantity. I can have, me and my best friend, we would cackle all day. We would sit on the phone for hours, honey. It just need to be me and her. You understand what I'm saying? So it's the quantity of it. Nurturing those relationships in manageable ways can just help you feel less alone. Some people are a let's get together a group type of people, and some people are not. So it's just the simple things and maintaining that balance of okay, I was able to go have a drink today, wind down, kiki. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just need to keep kiki, and you sometimes may have to schedule that with your friend because everybody has their own lives. You understand what I'm saying? So being able to come together for that is very important. Whether it's let's just meet up the bar, girl, and order a drink, and whatever time allows. You understand what I'm saying? But get that social self care in. Even if you got to go to the bar yourself, because I did that for the first time this year. I went to the bar myself and I kikied, honey. I had some drinks, had some drinks, and some drinks were bought for me. So you never know. You understand what I'm saying? Take the leap. You just got to do some stuff by yourself sometime, and it may not feel like, oh, I'm so isolated and alone, because you never know who you're gonna meet. So yeah, you never know, guys. Okay, and so this is the one that I told you guys to stick around for. Number 7, financial self-care. Financial self-care. Financial self-care. Yes, the one that I feel like a lot of people don't really talk about, because we always spending the money, but it's like, okay, my problem was a constant um low level hum of anxiety about money. It's just the financial stress was a massive drain on my mental and emotional energy, because then just as a content creator who's trying to come up, and who wants this to be one of their main sources of income, it can be really draining. And it's just like you see it happening for everybody else. You see, oh, they caught their big break. Oh, they made it. You understand what I'm saying? And when it's not happening for you, you're just like, ooh. And you're looking around like, where's the money? So, specifically, a solution that I want to talk to you guys about, and I'm going to look at my phone a little bit because I made some notes, and I definitely want to get the most important parts to you guys, is what I'm going to call a weekly money minute, where you can set it on your calendar as an appointment for yourself, just for 5 minutes every morning or a specific morning of the week, where you open up your bank account, you look at your spending for the week or the month, however you want to look at it, and you check in on your budget. That's it. You check on your budget, where you want your budget to go for. Make categories, make subcategories of what you're doing, what you do, what has to come out, and budget that. So that just removes the fear of the unknown. Like, where's my money going? Or if you're overspending, that removes that. And also automating your savings, you guys. So a small amount gets transferred out of your paycheck every month. That can be $50, that can be $100, that can be $400. However much you want, automatically gets put into your saving account, and that just lets you know that you're building up for something. You can have a specific goal that you're setting the money aside for, or if you just want to know that, hey, I got a savings account, so in the case of emergencies, you know what I'm saying, I have this. It just creates that sense of security and peace when it comes to your finances, because you're not just spending. You know exactly where your money is going. You know what you have to accomplish for the month. And sometimes, hey, you may have a little extra. So set some time in your week or at the top of your month and just calculate your spending, your budget, where stuff needs to go. And get a savings account. If you don't have a savings account, make one today, tomorrow. Just make one. Okay, you need a savings account for emergencies, for a big purchase, whatever the case may be. You need a savings account. Okay, simple as that. You need a savings account. All right, so last but not least, guys, spiritual self-care. This does not have to be what you would think as super religious, okay? For me, it's about just connecting with a sense of purpose and meaning beyond my everyday to-do checklist. Your life can feel very transactional, just a long series of tasks that just needs to be completed. You understand what I'm saying? And you just feel disconnected, just going through the motions. So my solution to you guys is to just find small ways to connect with something larger than yourself. For me, I have the Bible app on my phone to where I get the verse of the day, and lately I've been starting my mornings with that. I'll go through it. I'll go through the daily prayer that it includes. I'll go through the devotional that's also included. If I don't go through my Bible verse, I will. First thing I'll do when I get up is I'll walk through my room and I'll pray. I'll walk through my room and I'll pray. And that just, for me, it just makes me feel like my day is starting with God. You know what I'm saying? I'm setting, I'm just, starting my day good with God, and just knowing that because I did this, I'll be okay. Even if something bad, or I feel like, oh, I had a bad day, I started it off right, and I know that I'm gonna get through it. You understand what I'm saying? For other people, it may be volunteering, it may be listening to inspiring music, meditating, or just getting lost in a creative hobby that just puts you in a state of flow. Just doing things that give you a sense of purpose. This practice just helps me specifically. It just reminds me that I am part of a bigger picture, which can be very comforting, you guys. Like I said, I try to have my own mini Bible study with my Bible verse of the day, or I'll just start my day with prayer. You understand what I'm saying? Whatever works for you when you think of spiritual self-care, do that. You know what I'm saying? Include yourself into something that just makes you feel a part of something. Do that. I don't want to get too specific into specific religions and stuff like that, but if you are a religious person, follow what makes you feel one with which route you're taking. Yeah, you definitely need to, like, sometimes for me, I'll miss a couple of Sundays of going to church. And if I do, I'll try to catch a live stream, or just a word on YouTube or something like that. But then sometimes I'm like, I just need to be in the house. I need to be in the presence. You understand what I'm saying? I need to be in the presence. I need to just get up and go. Yeah, and it's just as simple as that sometimes. So enough of my yapping, guys. That is my 8 forms of self-care: physical, emotional, environmental, social, financial, spiritual. Those are your forms of self-care that I want you guys to just pick up those tiny habits that I described to you. Simple as hydrating yourself early in the morning, setting aside a time to budget your paycheck, saying no. You understand what I'm saying? Pick up some of these things that I've discussed with you guys. Especially, like I said, if you are doing the Great Winter Arc, I know some of this you really might want to implement, just to lock in for these last 3 months. If you accomplish a goal, that you have a goal that you want to accomplish by January the 1st, if you're doing 75 hard, whatever the case may be. And just in general, for these last 3 months, end the year with a bang. You understand what I'm saying? Ending the year with feeling good inside, physically and mentally. That's really important. So the 8 areas of the self-care that I just went through, and the simple practices, routines, just hold it all together. Just hold it all together. None of these are earth-shattering, so they're simple and easy to pick up. So like I said before, just comment down some things that you learned, some things that you're going to pick up, and just stay tuned for the next video, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe if you're not, and turn on those post notifications so you can be notified when I post another video. Thank you guys for tuning in. Bye.